Welcome to the Outdoors Quality Podcast. Here's your host, Jerardo Ayala.
Exploring your options for building a home, construction loan, or paying out of pocket? Join our interview with a knowledgeable general contractor as we highlight the key difference between these two approaches. Get a quick and valuable insight into the pros and cons, helping you make informed decisions for your home construction project. Welcome back, everyone. This is Garfield Bowen, co-host / producer, back in the show with Jerardo Ayala. Jerardo, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I am well. So, Jerardo, what's the difference in building a home with a construction loan versus paying out of pocket?
So the huge main difference is obviously having the money. The thing is that it's a lot more difficult when you do when you pull a loan for a construction. And that's because most of the times banks want you to, even though you're getting a loan from the bank wants to use either, let's say, your money or the contractor money. And most of the times that kind of puts us in a really bad situation, because in order to build a house, you want to at least, like if it's a very small house, like let's say a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, you want to have at least minimum $70,000 to cover costs for the initial payment, or even more. And I'm just saying that's minimum, because the bank will not give you money until we pour the slab for your house. Then that's when the bank will come out with their inspector. They'll inspect it. Then they give you your first draw. Some banks do give you the money up forward, but most banks do not offer that. So that's like the main difference versus if you have the cash, obviously you pay me down. Like say if it's the down payment is 30%, you give me a down payment of 30%. And then that's enough to cover a lot of the costs until the next payment that comes up.
So that's a cash flow issue. So you got to have the cash before you get the cash.
Yes, that's the thing, because it's really funny how, you're asking for a loan to build a home, but the bank's like, okay, we'll give you the cash, but first you need to put this, and then we'll give you your money. So that's like the only problem about that.
Okay, and in terms of the interest rates and so forth, is that something that you finalize, or they have to do that on their own?
They have to do that on their own. And like we said on previous other podcasts, is that it's always best that you already know the size of your home, what your home's going to cost you before you go ahead and get a loan. Because let's say if you're still looking for a contractor to give you a price, and let's say those interest rates start going up because you don't hit that and you're trying to save it, then you're spending money to keep that. So that they have to handle that themselves.
Okay, so I guess the main thing then, out of pocket is easy because you just paying as you go along. But if you're gonna,
it's a lot more easier.
If you're gonna do a construction loan, you just got to make sure, like you said, the cash flow consideration, that the bank is not gonna give you any money until certain things are done, which has to be paid for ahead of time. Great tips. Love it. You have a wonderful rest of the day. We'll see you in the next episode.
Thanks for listening to the Outdoors Quality Podcast with Jerardo Ayala. To start building your outdoor living dreams, go to theoutdoorsquality.com or call 772-577-9172. That's 772-577-9172.